Thanks for joining into the SCN show on the Schmodown Entertainment Network, produced in partnership with Skybound Entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, am I good? All right, well, am I on? All right, welcome everybody to a Friday episode of SCN Live. I apologize. I guess I'm still working out some of the kinks. I couldn't hear the song, so I am on. Oh, there it is. All right. So great to have you all join us here this morning. We have a lot of fun this morning here on a Friday edition of SEN Live. So much to talk about. Some sad, some cool, some not so cool, some great, some not so great. We're going to talk about it all here today on SEN Live. I am the Outlaw John Roca, sitting in for my brother Christian Harloff, and I'm excited to be hanging out with the Friday crew. We got so many great people. Let's meet them now. Steph Sabra, what's up? What's going on, girl?
What's up? Happy Friday, y'all. Look, I'm so happy me and Sabrina are on the same show. And it's not even for the ladies. Right. It's just because it's Friday.
That's right. That's right. Speaking of which, Sabrina Ramirez, our guest, 9B750937554D9D46522. I can't go any farther. But Sabrina, how are you?
I'm doing great. Also happy to be on with Steph. The audience is eating today. We got 2 women on the panel. Let's go.
Yeah, eat it all up. I got seconds on that. Alex Marzonia, how are you?
I'm good. Just still chilling here in the corner, but I do have my band hammer ready to go today in the chat. So careful with the spoilers for the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Please save that for the spoiler video that the Inner Geekdom show did earlier this morning.
That's true, and because we believe in affirmative action, we have a white man on the show. Brett Sheridan, who is how are you feeling, my man? How are you doing?
Just repping my horrible, horrible people.
I want to say something. I had such a great time hanging out with Brett on the Outlaw Nation show on Tuesday night. It was so gracious of me. He took 2.5 hours out of his night to hang out with us, and we brought on Kate Mulligan near the end as well. But Brett was so much fun. I don't get a chance to hang out with Brett that much, so getting a chance to kind of talk with him and find out his life story, ladies and gentlemen, please, if you love Brett Sheridan, go and watch that episode because he reveals so much about his life that I didn't know about, and what a funny guy. Brett, we got so much to get in.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. He's
Christian
so
said he watched all the parts where I talked about him. So
that sounds about right. What did he say?
Wait, I can't wait to find out more about Brett. That's such a treat. Way to go, Roca.
I didn't know some of the stuff he did in the past, but it was nice to hear about it for sure.
James Savario donated $20. Woke up this morning and immediately threw on the new episode. We talking spoilers? Bombay is finally helping. Yay, Falcon and Winter Soldier was good, but have any of y'all started the new Mighty Ducks Game Changers? It's exactly what it's supposed to be.
Okay. That seems like a veiled compliment or criticism. I'm not sure.
No, I think people, that's true. That was a little, but I've heard people like it. I think I know what I was going to get, and I don't want that necessarily, but I'm so happy. I'm so happy that other people are getting that. Get it?
For sure. No spoilers on Falcon and Winter Soldier. We're going to talk about that. We got some entertainment news to get into first. Alex leads the way as always. And please remember, Super Chats, Streamlabs, Schmobots. Look, yesterday apparently they got over $700. Let's go over $800 today. Let's show SEN what the Friday crew can do. So come and support us. Send in your Streamlabs, send in your Super Chats, Schmobots. It's WrestleMania weekend. I got my The Man shirt on. Becky Lynch maybe making an appearance. A lot of rumors over that as well happening. So come on. Send in your thoughts on that and everything we're going to talk about here today. All right, Alex, what do we got?
Let's talk some breaking news. It's some sad news that just came in right before the show started. The rapper DMX has passed away. What does anybody have any thoughts on DMX? Your favorite songs of his, etc.
Heartbroken. I tweeted about it as I found out about it a few minutes ago because last night there were a lot of rumors that it happened. Then those tweets got taken down. The family and his manager said he was still alive. And then this morning, his family finally confirmed it. Unfortunate, such a tragic situation. Only 50 years old, but certainly crammed a lot of life into those 50 years. Became one of the preeminent rappers, rap artists, rather, in this world. So many people have such positive stories to tell about their experiences with DMX, seeing it all over social media last night and this morning as well. Who We Be will always be my favorite. That is a workout staple. And that is a song that if I'm feeling down or I'm feeling like I can't get through my day, that's the one I put on because it expresses my frustration and my anger and the struggle. Steph, what's your feelings on DMX, girl?
Oh, yeah. I mean, talk about a rapper who really put emotion and creativity into the way that he performed. He was probably one of the most expressive, if not the most expressive rappers that we've ever had. You just know his voice instantly as soon as it comes up. You know instantly if he's featured or if it's song, it's going to be one that you're just jamming to, whether it's like you're in the gym, you're like brooding, you're mad, you're throwing ass, whatever it is. DMX had your back. Rough Riders Anthem is one of my favorite of all time, but it's such a addiction is such a sad and scary thing. And I would just say, if anyone in your life is suffering with that in any way, try to be there for them. Don't lose hope on them. And please, you guys, stop sharing news stories that aren't certified or from a trusted news source, because I can only imagine how traumatizing that is for the family. But RIP to the legend, and thank you for all that you've given us musically and just with your spirit.
Absolutely. Brett Sheridan, we talked about, our favorite rap artists on the show that I just mentioned earlier this week. Your thoughts on DMX? Was he someone that you enjoyed, someone you listened to? Did you enjoy any of his tracks or, get into the stories of his life?
Yeah, it's strange. I immediately thought about it. Didn't he do like a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or something? There was a couple of videos, and it was just hilarious to hear him sing it. Do them as in that DMX gravelly voice. I remember being on a plane and some guys next to me with a deep. CD Walkman, like listening to the album, and I'm like, what are you listening to? Like, they're like, so I that's how I discovered it on a flight. It was the very strange thing, but yeah, like you said, workout music, it doesn't get much better than that, and very, very sad. We've had so many stories this year of people like 99, 98, 100, and this is too young. This is not, and especially for us old fellas, when we hear somebody pass this soon, and it's rough. So yeah, like Steph said, get if you have somebody suffering, check in on them and make sure they're all right.
Yeah, the struggle is real. The struggle is always. This is why they call it a disease, because it is something that you are always battling and have to fight against and take it day by day. And so many people, go on this journey and then relapse, and you got to be there to help them out. And it's sad that it was a cardiac arrest, I think, brought on by a drug overdose. And it's Sabrina. It's heartbreaking. X going to give it to you with Deadpool, the Rough Riders Anthem. Thank you. Right. Right, exactly. Rough Riders Anthem, Where the Hood At, Party Up, Who We Be, What's My Name, Get At Me Dog. I mean, so many incredible hits. Get It on the Floor. What's your experience with DMX, Sabrina? What you're feeling as you hear about his unfortunate passing this morning?
He's one of those artists that has still lived through generations and will continue to be passed down. I constantly heard his music at parties when people were just hanging out. It's something that just brought an energy to the room. And that's something that he left behind. Obviously, it is important to always talk about real life struggles that artists face, normal people face. Addiction, it doesn't matter what kind of life you live. It is something that will make people struggle in the exact same way. And it is so, so sad and unfortunate to see. And it really is a lifelong thing. And as somebody who knows something like that firsthand, just check up on your friends, especially in a time like this right now. I know we're transitioning back into normalcy, but over the last year, I know so many instances of people who are struggling harder than ever before. So just check up on your friends, check up on your family, show everyone that you love them while you can.
Yeah. I check up on Alex every morning when I cuddle his ears, when I nibble his ears a little bit. And Alex, Talk to me. What's your feeling on DMX? I know you're a singer, not a rapper, but did he have any effect on your life? Did you enjoy his tracks growing up? What's your feeling as you hear about this news?
Yeah, it's very sad to hear about his passing. I wasn't an avid listener of him. I only knew like the big tracks, up in here especially. But I also knew him from Romeo Must Die and Cradle to the Grave. Like he was in,
great point.
He was in movies as well, and so respect to his film career as well. Also, we did at my previous job we did a Christmas event like for a few weeks every single Christmas season, and of course Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer DMX version was on it, and so like we always had a good time with that one. So
yeah,
I'm sure his music will continue to live on.
I see PJ working furiously to slide in some DMX questions in the next Schmodown match, I'm sure. So we shall see. But yeah, shout out to the great one. Shout out to the Dark Man. Thanks for everything. Thanks for everything. Thanks for leaving a lasting legacy and being one of those, as Sabrina mentioned, who has endured over the decades, new generations discovering his music. And of course, I believe that will continue as we go along, and he's passed on from generation to generation because his tracks are timeless, absolutely timeless. All right, Alex, and please let us know what your feelings are about DMX. If you want to send in a Streamlabs Super Chat Smobots, let us know what your feeling is, his effect on your life. Maybe some of you identify with his struggle and feel this pain even harder this morning or today. Let us know. Certainly, a lot of people live through their artists, connect through their artists and the journey they're on, and certainly he had a lot of ups and downs, but it really kind of influenced the tracks he was dropping and the words he was speaking and the things he was talking about really poignantly. All right, what do we got, Alex?
I just want to also acknowledge the passing of Prince Philip as well. Rest in peace to Prince Philip. So if you want to honor them, I guess watch The Crown and listen to DMX during the opening credits. I don't know.
Yeah.
Up to you. All right. Let's get to the main topic. So yesterday's Disney Parks presentation brought news of the Avengers Campus opening on June 4, but also that a prototype of a working, officially licensed lightsaber exists. The footage hasn't been shared online, but apparently the lightsaber contains a plastic blade that has been cut down the middle lengthwise and unfurls in similar fashion to a tape measure.
Thank you, worshiper. Yeah.
Yes.
As Steph might say, throw some ass on the floor. Absolutely.
Throw ass today. Put on DMX. Throw ass. Get a workout in. Do what you got to do. Exactly. It'll feel good.
Exactly. I'm gonna try.
And as guest 9B75093755488B90.
Yo, once we're vaccinated, we're all throwing ass. I'm excited. The next Schmodown event, things like that. You're gonna see Brett getting it on the floor.
Oh, a wedding. I want a wedding. I want to go to a wedding. Wedding dancing is my favorite. That's when people dance married. Like nobody's. Yeah, I'll go.
You guys crash my sister's wedding in November, and I'll just pretend like I don't know you, and then we'll just get together and have a lot of fun.
I like it. Let me call my wife, check on that.
Oh no, you don't.
No.
It's nothing.
Alex, you're out of focus. I don't know if anyone else can see that, but just letting you know in case you're wondering. Is anyone else seeing me out of focus? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, someone can they hear the Schmobot anymore or not? I don't know if they can hear the Schmobot. Do we fix it?
They should be able to. I'm messing with it now. Sorry, everybody.
No worries.
Working on it.
Thank you, Malcolm.
That Schmobot involved a lot of DMX lyrics, which is why we brought it up again. But it was a really good one. Thank you. I think it's James Lavario, right?
Worshipper of the Rough Riders.
Oh.
Where the hood at? All right. Where are we going, Alex? So lightsabers.
So real lightsaber, yeah. So
how much are they?
It's not officially on the market just yet, but would you purchase one of these? And like, what's the price you would say? Like, no, thank you.
I don't think I'm at that age where I would purchase one of these. No offense, but I totally appreciate if someone would want to decorate their office with one of these. Certainly, I think a couple of years ago there was a guy who was selling lightsabers. They were custom made. I think they were around $400 to $800, and he did them in his house. And there was videos on YouTube of how he created them. So certainly, this is a market that people love. And I thought you could create your own lightsabers over at the Star Wars Disney park, or the
Galaxy's
Star Wars
Edge.
park.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, Galaxy's Edge. I thought you could create your own lightsaber. I thought
That's what I
Wendy
thought.
Lee showed me that. So, what do you guys think? What would you pay, and do you want to see this?
I think. Sorry, I'm just gonna jump in here. I think you can customize the hilt and everything, and the sword part of it is always gonna be there. But then the thing with this is that it unfurls. It's like.
So the laser comes out, or
and
whatever?
it'll be
Oh
lit.
yeah, they said it's like a tape
gonna get lit.
measure.
Yeah.
How that will go out and come back in. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it'll protract and retract with a touch of a button, apparently.
Sabrina, have you ordered one of these for Brandon yet, or no?
I'm gonna get this for my dad. I'm like, wait, what's the price on this? I'll start saving right now and have this as a Christmas present. This would make him so happy. This reminded me, like 3 years ago, he went to a friend's house and his friend had like a really, really nice one. And he was just sending me like a little like photo shoot in his apartment. And he was like, may the force be with you. So I think this could be a really great gift for fans like that. People like my dad who have his little like bachelor pad area of all his like Star Wars, Marvel, DC type of memorabilia. I think this could be something really cool.
Cool. Steph, you gonna get one of these?
I'm 100% getting one of these. Are you kidding me? When I was a kid, I wish they had these, but I will reignite my heart of a child. And when I get one, it's on site with any of you fools. Let's do this duel. I think I would depend if it's not an exorbitant amount and it is like an actual nice item and it's a collector's item and it looks really sick. I think it could be a really nice decoration in the house. Also nice to like. Imagine going into someone's house in a burglar and you bring out the lightsaber. You're like, I'm about to smoke your ass, bitch. You sure you want to cross that line? I feel like that will make me a lot tougher. So I'm down to get one.
I'm down. Brett, how about you?
Is it gonna cost more than the new computer I need? If so, then no. I'll probably go with the computer first. Than the lightsaber. It sounds cool as hell. I don't know if it's something I would get. It seems I want to see how many news stories there will be about lightsaber fights breaking out in places.
Yeah.
Like Comic-Con lightsaber fight. 3 injured. So yeah, I don't know. It sounds cool, but yeah, I don't think it's on my bucket list. I think I've got new computer, and then some shocks for my new van, I think is the next one down the line.
Nice.
I got my priorities.
Perfect.
Socks,
That's
too.
good. Oh, nice socks are always a win.
Tim Sim donated
Alex, what about you?
$20. Why do I have a bad feeling they will be taken up immediately by resellers like the PS5 AMD be sold for thousands of dollars more over retail? This is perfect for hype beasts and resellers to make money over with Star Wars fans.
Yep.
For the audio listeners, just in case you didn't hear that was Tim Sim asking, why do I have a bad feeling they will be taken up immediately by resellers like the PS5 and be sold for thousands of dollars more over retail? This is perfect for hype beasts and resellers to make money over with Star Wars fans.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
It's been going on for
yeah.
forever. I don't know how they're going to stop it. I mean, I guess John and I only remember back when you had to stand in line for tickets to concerts and scalpers would get them all up and then you'd have to pay a bunch to try to go see it. But yeah, I don't like it.
Recall that.
Now it's even worse because you could just do it online and then they're selling it to you online for like, I know Harry Styles tickets are going for like $2,000 for pit tickets. Stuff that's not even, it's insane.
$2,000?
Who's going to pay $2,000 for one experience? Like, I would love to go see Harry. I've seen him in concert. I used to love One Direction.
To my favorite hood movies, Cradle to the Grave and Exit Would You Will Be Miss Ruff. John, have you check out the Day Sports Stood STLLL?
That was from Pac-Man Dwayne. Sorry.
Pac-Man.
Rest in peace to one of my favorite rapper of all time, DMX. Literally had a concert that brought the whole world out in the 90s. He and 2 of my favorite hood movies, Cradle to the Grave and Exit Would You Will Be Missed Rough. John, have you checked out The Day Sports Stood Still?
No, it's on HBO Max. Have not done it. Sorry, y'all. Been studying. I got a couple of matches coming up, and also I've been working on stuff for my channel, but I will definitely find some time in the next few days to watch that. For sure, because I also got to spend time with the lady, so I got to watch what she wants to watch too. So if I was single, I'd watch all this shit. But you got to put quality time in, son. Yeah, that's right, quality time, son. But yeah, appreciate it. Thank you so much for the donation. But I will be watching it. Trust me. I just finished. What documentary did I just finish? Oh, I don't remember. Let's move on. What's the next? Anybody else? Malcolm, you got a lightsaber? Malcolm, you gonna play with a lightsaber? You gonna get the ladies with this lightsaber? What are you doing?
Oh, it's going to 100% depend on how real the real lightsaber is. Like.
This episode is brought to you by HP Plus. In a world full of smart devices, shouldn't your printer be smart too? It is with HP Plus. These printers know when they're running low, so you always get the ink you need delivered right when you need it. Plus, you save up to 50% on ink, so you can print whatever you want, as much as you want, anytime you want. Huh, that is pretty smart. Get 6 free months of instant ink when you choose HP Plus. Conditions apply. Visit hp.com/smart for details.
Support for this podcast comes from Invent Together. According to studies, less than 13% of all inventors who hold a U.S. patent are women. Black and Hispanic college graduates patent at half the rate of their white counterparts. But we can fix that by increasing participation in innovation and patenting by underrepresented groups. It would quadruple the number of American inventors and increase annual GDP by almost $1 trillion. Invent Together is a coalition of organizations, companies, universities, and concerned citizens committed to ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to invent and patent. Because the more diverse the American patent system gets, the stronger and more successful our nation will become. What can you do to help diverse inventors patent and unleash economic opportunity? Find out at inventtogether.org. Learn more and take action today.
I haven't looked at it yet, but can I slice someone? Yeah, like what?
Yeah, you want.
But that's definitely something I would spend a bunch of money on. So.
Malcolm, come on, Malcolm.
Wait,
we'll have to see.
Funny. I thought Malcolm was going to say it really depends on the price point. That's what I'm looking for. Instead of you said, I'm looking to see if I can kill someone with this.
Yeah, is it deadly?
I respect it.
Oh my God!
Listen, I don't think everybody should own a gun, but if everybody had a lightsaber and that was the only thing you had to defend yourself, maybe we should all be carrying.
Imagine we slowly start like transitioning to a galaxy far, far away. Like everyone just has like lightsabers besides their bed. A robber comes in.
Oh my God, the
be our only
dream.
hope.
Oh shit! Let's go! All right. I don't know. Sure, Chris is gonna get 10 of these for the Star Wars vision. So we'll see for sure. All right, where are we off to next, Alex?
Speaking of Star Wars, we got some other breaking news. Lucasfilm hired Phoebe Waller-Bridge as the female lead in Indiana Jones 5, making her the only actor to act aside both Han Solos. If anyone can think of one, please nicely tell me in the chat. Roka, are you excited for Phoebe joining the Indiana Jones verse?
Yes, of course. Phoebe Waller-Bridge would be great, but just don't do to her what they did to Cate Blanchett. Don't put her in that terrible bob and have her do that terrible Russian accent. Let her kind of create her character and have a little fun with it. And I think it's great too because it makes Indiana Jones all of a sudden topical. When everyone was saying like, I don't want an old Indiana, I don't want to see. We've seen enough. Now you had someone like Phoebe Waller-Bridge that gets butts in seats. People really love and respect her, and so it's a smart move. What is she going to play? Please, God, don't let her play a love interest. But I'm curious to see what she's going to play. I'm excited to see her in this. Sheridan, I saw you whooping it up for Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Yeah. Are you excited for this story?
Oh, I mean, I always say scumbag, Fleabag. Absolutely loved it. I've watched it. Like I said, I've watched it season 2, then season 1, and then we went back and did it the right way. I think she's insanely talented, and I'm right there with you. If it's a love interest, count me out. Yep. Count me out. I don't need that. I don't know. I don't know if she's a villain, but her comedic chops I want to see as more of on the team of Indiana Jones and not as a villain because she's so damn funny. Her delivery is just.
Yeah, there you go. What do you think, Sabrina? You like this idea?
Oh, I absolutely love this. I would love to see her in everything. Scumbag is my favorite show of all time. It quickly, immediately after season 1, became my favorite show. I have rewatched it countless times because you can get through both seasons in about 6 hours. So you got 6 hours to spare. Definitely check that out. I think this would be really great. I don't want to see her in like a love interest type of thing. I just think she has too much charisma. I really want her to like stand on her own. So this would be really cool.
Yeah. Steph, what's your thoughts on this? Phoebe Waller-Bridge, comedian, we haven't seen her do too much drama, but certainly she played some drama with a voiceover role she did for L337. So do you feel like this would be something that could be interesting if she's a villain or if she's maybe playing both sides on this? What do you think?
Yeah, I think she can definitely pull it off. I think she's probably one of the most can be one of the most diversified actors in terms of her range, because I think she's an unbelievable amount of talent. There's a reason why Donald Glover is like picking her to partner with. I think that he sees what we're all seeing, what we saw in Fleabag, what we saw as her in L3, that she is gonna blow up the scene. I think we're gonna see her getting booked. And Sabrina her dreams will come true, because I think we're gonna see her booked in everything moving forward. I could definitely see her pulling off a villain. I think that this might be the role where we get introduced to a different side of her, and she can absolutely pull it off. I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, look, Alex, we've seen so many of these franchises and properties start moving towards handing off the reins to female leads. People have been speculating, they thought maybe Shia LaBeouf was being set up in the last movie. A lot of speculation about Chris Pratt. Is there any universe or timeline where it's Phoebe Waller-Bridge who takes over and she's the new Indiana Jones? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, she's doing some hand-to-hand physical combat training for Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So I don't see why she can't transfer over those skills over to Indiana Jones. And she's hilarious. Scumbag is great. I just think, she's a great talent, and I'm very happy for her. In the chat, thank you for telling me politely that Junice Suetamo worked with Harrison and Alden. Also, the guy who played Donovan in Last Crusade was also driving an AT-AT in Empire Strikes Back, but he didn't.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Also, Phoebe's kind of a villain in Fleabag. She is the villain of the show in a lot of ways. She's a dimensional villain.
No, I love it. I love seeing protagonists that are like morally gray. I find that to be so interesting. So if we get something like that going forward with her, that started off as a one-woman show, turned into a series. She's directed music videos. She's acting alongside all these different stars in different projects. I feel like she's shown some of her range already, and there's just more to explore.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you'd recommend? Because I know I saw her a blip in something. It was like a group of people living in a house together. Was it
Crashing or some?
Crashing.
Is it Crashing? Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen Crashing a while ago. I'm trying to look at it. Yeah, that's what Crashing came before. So you'll notice there's a massive progression in her work between Crashing and Fleabag, but it's still excellent.
Yeah. Crashing. I think it's on Netflix, Crashing as well. So if you guys want to take a look at that one. She was also in that Run show on HBO. She was a part of that. I think she was one of the showrunners of the show, and then she was the executive producer. Right, exactly. And she was also in Broadchurch. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Second season of Broadchurch. If you haven't seen the second season of Broadchurch, she's fantastic in that as well. She's done some Agatha Christie stuff. So basically, just go and explore her stuff. She's even in The Iron Lady, the Meryl Streep movie, and Albert Nobbs, which is what Glenn Close was nominated for. So you can go and find her in some random spots as she's building her career and her resume for sure, and appreciate the growth, as you said, in her talent as she went along. All right. Well, let us know what you think about this. Do you like the idea of Phoebe Waller-Bridge jumping to Indiana Jones 5? What new dimensions will it add to have Phoebe Waller-Bridge be a part of this? Does this change the timeline possibly of the story? What do you guys think we're going to see from Phoebe Waller-Bridge? Let us know when you send in your Streamlabs, Super Chats, and Schmobots, and what have you. So, all right, what's next here, Alex? What do we got?
Let's talk some Marvel Cinematic Universe. Jack Schaefer, the showrunner of WandaVision, told us about the original ending, which would have had Scarlet Witch using a spell that would bind the previously seen Vision back to her. But it looks like now Marvel is moving forward with Paul Bettany's, the new iteration of Paul Bettany's old Vision. Roka, do you think this was a good move, that now they are abandoning the old Vision and now essentially starting very brand anew?
Yeah.
With Paul Bettany's Vision. With the Vision.
I mean, it kind of opens the door to West Coast Avengers, which we had speculated. I'm sure a number of people speculated on when they were doing their reviews. And so, yes, I like this idea. I hope this doesn't become Scarlet Witch kind of hunting him down all the time and begging him to come back or begging the relationship to work. I hope it's like, she's focused on the kids doing her thing. He's doing his thing. Maybe they're going to start a separate Avengers group out on the West Coast, like people have been speculating. And then eventually they find their way naturally back to each other. Remember, he's got the memories. Mm-hmm. He may not have the feelings or the connective tissue to the memories, but he has the memories. So I like this idea. I really like they didn't she didn't put a spell on him to bind him. That would really have turned her into a villain, that she would take away his agency and make him a slave to her, or in essence, love slave to her. That would not have worked, I don't think, at all. There are other issues about that ending that I think they could have changed that would have been better. Steph, what do you think about it? Do you think they made the right choice not doing this ending?
Totally. Not only would it take away his agency, it would take away her agency. So often Scarlet Witch has been connected to Vision, and I think this entire show would have been such a disservice to her character if at the end she was still binded by Vision and could only be growing or moving with him. Instead, she tapped into a new part of her magic on her own, which I think is really powerful and important for her character. And I think it would have been a disservice to the entire idea of grief and being able to deal with it and move on in a different way and still love what you had, but know that will never be. So whatever needs to be has to be something new entirely. And the only way that could happen is if in the future this new Vision gets his memories back and it works that way.
Yeah. What do you think, Sabrina?
Yeah, I agree with you guys where if that would have been the outcome, what was originally planned, I just think that entire meditation on grief and growth and different things like that, the human condition, it wouldn't have hit as hard. It would have definitely been a lackluster ending. I feel like where we found her at the end was the perfect place to be. And also, even just the stakes in the MCU, I feel like that's the one criticism a lot of people have, where if somebody dies, they come back, or nobody, they never really experience loss. And this is the first time that we see such a personal loss to a character, and we get to spend that prolonged time with them and see how it unravels. And I just think that's really special to have in the MCU.
Yeah, absolutely. Sheridan, what's your thoughts on this? Do you think they made the right choice? You ended up finishing this, right? So did they make the right choice?
I mean, I guess everybody's kind of touched on, what they felt about it. What you said, I was like, is there some East Coast, West Coast Avengers violence going on here? I don't know if I feel. I mean, didn't Tupac and Biggie teach us anything? We need to come together. So that's
gonna be your new role, Brett. You're gonna be cast as mediator of East West Coast.
Stop violence.
So I mean,
destruction.
But I do agree that the dealing with the grief I think was important and something that they needed to do, because we can't always have happy endings and everybody walking off into the sunset.
I just want Thor on an award show going, and if anybody in the West Coast wants to come over to the East Coast Avengers, you're always welcome.
Hey.
I'd love to see Thor do that shit, full of Suge Knight and shit. Alex, what's your thoughts on this? Did you think they made the right choice? I mean, you like to be bonded to people. Do you think they still made the right choice? What do you think?
I don't know if what you just said about me is necessarily true.
I don't know. There's a certain somebody, I think, if she wanted you to be bonded to her, you'd absolutely go into that spell. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's fair. What was the question? Yes, I think that they did the right thing. That's all I have to say about that.
Okay, all right. What do you expect to see, though? Well, let's swing back to you, Alex. What do you expect to see from this new Vision? What do you want to see? It's an interesting new look. What do you think they'll do with him, and where is there to go? Like, do you think they'll make him the leader? Does he become like a Spock type character, or he's the smarter guy in the room with the leader of the Avengers, and he's like consulting him? What do you think?
I think he'll consult the West Coast Avengers. I think that's
West Coast, sorry.
Or maybe even the Young Avengers. I don't see why not. I know is Kid Vision in in Young Avengers? I don't really know. Anyways, I think he'll be a consultant, and he won't pop up until then. Really, I don't think there's really a chance for him to necessarily pop up in any other properties.
Yeah.
All right. We won't see him for a bit.
Malcolm, what's your thoughts on this?
Honestly, what Sabrina had said, that just letting characters die is such a big deal, especially when it comes to superheroes. Having superheroes die and come back is such a comic book thing that I think the wider audience that is engaged with the MCU would not be entirely on board with. So moving on from characters, which is what we've been seeing with the past few movies and with the new shows, I think that is really special to see with superheroes especially.
Yeah, if you keep taking away the stakes, people aren't gonna like feel the power of these deaths anymore. If you keep bringing people back, in a way they're kind of working around that with the Loki series, because obviously that's Loki after Avengers, not Loki after all the stuff that's happened since the Avengers movie. And they've got a new Gamora who doesn't have a connection to Chris Pratt's character, the Star-Lord, and so. And Black Widow, the movie's coming out, and I wonder if in the Loki show there's possibilities where even Black Widow is not fully dead. So if you have those things, then eventually you're going to run out of the real power of these people dying. And especially I'm starting to hear these little quiet rumors on corners of the internet that Robert Downey Jr. might be coming back as Iron Man in some way. So
I've heard that too. It also it makes people take it less serious, but I think it provides such an important thing that they can do. Like, the power of film and TV is that people can relate to characters. And the reason why WandaVision hit so hard is because every single most people have lost someone that really meant something to them. And you knew that he wasn't coming back, and that made you feel more human in that moment, to know that, there is an Avenger that is feeling lost the way that I felt lost, the way that we felt lost. And it makes it more impactful, so that when you're like we all rely on stories and characters to like motivate us, to get us through moments. And when people are like, oh, well, I can imagine little kids being like, Wanda did this. I think it's just more special. It's really powerful opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. What do you all think who are watching right now? What do you think? Did you like the way this thing ended? Did you are you glad they didn't go with this ending? Or do you think, have you got a soft spot in your heart for that Vision Scarlet Witch romance, and you're like, no, I would have liked to have seen them together at the end by spell or some other way? Let us know. Sending in your Streamlabs Super Chats and Schmobots for sure. And let's get it going, folks. We barely broke 200. What's happening here? It's only 42 minutes in. We only got $200. Come on, let's get to that 800, $600 more dollars in the next hour and 15. Let's show the world what the Friday crew is all about. Give it some love. Give us some love. Did they have goals yesterday? What did they do yesterday? Who took their shirt off yesterday?
Christian just got inspirational on us, and that's pretty much what the money
you're
came
hosting.
Oh yeah,
hosting. You and Kate.
I'm hosting with Kate at some point, but I can't remember if there was one point where we were gonna pick our own.
I don't have that power to choose hosts.
Yeah.
I feel like Christian cheated a little bit with that one.
He knew that we didn't really want to, because we've suffered through the last couple of them. But anyway, real quick thing about Vision. I'd like to see him to get a new paint job. Right now, I just feel I don't want him to be that guy in high school that just drives around with a primed car for a couple of years. You know.
Yeah, we have West Coast Avengers, maybe West Coast Customs exhibit will come and give us a job.
Let's give him that metallic one that, like, when the sun it kind of hits and it becomes different purples and pinks. Flame job. Yes.
Exactly what Steph said. Pimp my ride. Exhibit used to like bring people in. They'd be like, "Oh, you like ice cream? Well, we got an ice cream machine in the back." Give Vision some of that. Like, let him be well-rounded. He's leading like the Young Avengers. He could pop some ice cream out of like his arm at some point.
My God.
Make it happen.
You like puppies? There's a puppy on every seat. Get it.
Yo, I heard you like superheroes. I put a superhero in your superhero, so you can superhero while you superhero.
Whoa. Pimp my Avenger.
It's a show.
Let's see. I don't know. I'll think about it. All right. Some goals. $800. I don't know. Let's keep going. I'll think about it.
I know
What's
like a White Claw or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Sabrina and I will take a Friday drink together.
Oh.
At 600.
Okay. 600. Sabrina and Steph will have 2 shots of whatever you guys want them to
Maybe
drink.
throw ass after. You never know.
So 800 is where the ass throwing begins. That's where it starts. The ass throwing. 1,000. We're throwing ass. Legs.
John's
arms.
gonna throw ass at 1,000.
Ass.
I know you guys want to get
extra.
there.
I got some extra ass to throw nowadays, so let's do it. I got $1,000 worth at least. You can't cut this with a lightsaber. We'll do some
the opposite. Oh, I'm like, it's all coming here, but the booty's going away. I got old man booty. I need belts. I need to start doing some squats. I hate it.
You got to get that Christopher Maloney booty, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's get 20 squats with Brett in today.
Brett will twerk at 1,000. I like that idea. All right.
Like a skeleton.
All right, Alex, where are we at?
Well,
Working. Go ahead.
Let's keep talking MCU. Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 4 premiered last night / this morning. As we said before, Inner Geekdom Show this morning did a spoiler review, so make sure you check that out after this episode. But let's give our non-spoiler thoughts on episode 4 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Roka, what do you think?
Here's my non-spoiler thoughts. First,
Ben underscoring a donated $25. Hey Friday crew, how's it going? Looking forward to the weekend for sure. I like the WandaVision finale. That Sony Netflix deal is insane, such a great deal for both of them. No spoilers, loved Falcon and Winter Soldier today. What did you think? Hi Brett.
Well, Ben, we were trying to talk about it, but thank you very much for saying that.
Shame him, jeez.
Just joking.
Thanks, Ben.
Here's what I say. The first 50 minutes of the show was maybe the best episode of the season. And then they made a creative decision that infuriated the living shit out of me because I thought we had moved past this. I thought we had moved past using certain to promote or further another person's storyline. And it really frustrated me on so many levels. We had seen that. We had seen those creative decisions as cliches from the 80s and 90s. To see it pop up in the show today just really infuriated me and pissed me off. And I may be alone on an island, or there's only a few of us on that island about that. But for me, I thought it was a fantastic episode up until that moment. And in that moment, I was furious, just furious. But so great to see the furthering of AO, having her be a bigger part of the storyline now. I love that actress. And then seeing more of the development of Zemo, and is not what he appears to be. All you folks who were over here standing Zemo for a week, well, we got to see what the hell he's really all about. So there's a lot that I enjoyed about this episode up until that moment. What did you guys think? Steph?
I thought this was by far and away my favorite episode. Every single issue that I had with dialogue, which was my major issue in the first few episodes, I thought that they've gotten their footing and the characters just feel a lot more real to me and more in the direction that I wanted to see these characters moving. If you want to talk about risks, I think that they're finally taking risks that I truly was waiting to see if they did. And I kept being like, they won't. And then they did. And so I'm excited to see where the rest of the season goes. I think that the themes that they're exploring are so important. I think AO can literally tell me to do whatever she wants. And I would say, yes, ma'am. Well, I'll be there. You can step on me. It's fine. I mean, she is... like her character actually made me think I feel like Black Panther might be my favorite comic book iteration because of the way that he's the most humble superhero, and he relies on women and these extremely strong, competent women in a non-cocky or insecure way to make him one of the best. And so just her presence in the show is such a great addition. It's so smart. It elevates the show completely for me. And I really loved it from start to finish. There was a few moments where I laughed so hard. I think they're doing a really good job throwing in comedic moments, but not letting it ruin the moments that are for depth and more serious tones.
Yep. Sabrina, what did you think when you saw this episode? What stood out for you? Non-spoiler wise, what really kind of sold the episode for you?
I just think at this point, obviously we only have 2 more episodes left with this story. It's finally, I feel like just like it's rolling at this point, and we keep getting all these different ideas and themes, and exactly what Steph said, where they're balancing the tone so well. It's still really entertaining, but they're dealing with impactful and profound themes. And I feel like they found a really great balance with that until this point. I don't know what you're talking about with the creative decision. I really enjoyed the ending. I'm like, I know,
Okay,
I know. I'm
after.
trying.
Yeah. I know.
I'm trying. But I really, really love this episode. This was my favorite so far. I'm expecting to have that kind of feeling going forward with the last 2 episodes. I really do think this is where the series is going to shine. And I'm excited to see the rest. And I am excited to hear what you thought, like what you're talking about.
If you create a character and don't give them a backstory so that they can serve a overall storyline of another character in 2021, this is not done anymore. This is not done anymore. So I get overall in a vacuum,
donated $20. You want people to talk about real-world issues of today? Reflect them like what Falcon and Winter Soldier is doing. Not jackhammering them into the viewers' minds like Jordan Peele's Twilight Zone and the female Doctor Who series.
Roca, I'm now with you completely. Yeah. I hear you, and I actually clocked that. I was so focused on everything else that the ups were so up for me. I kind of saw that coming in a way, but I agree that there was a way that could have been filled more to lead to that moment. I hear you.
Especially if you use the person of mixed race to do it. That was frustrating.
Yeah, I feel that.
That's all. That's all I'm saying. But I get, I know, but when we do our review, I have a feeling it's going to be quite a battle amongst the 4 of us when we do our review on Geek Buddies. Alex, what did you think about this episode? What was your feelings about it?
As for this topic for the ending, just a little bit. I think because of who it is and the writers and the diversity in that respect, I think that this will be handled in the last 2 episodes. It'll be addressed, and it will be
Mark _Jason _Ali donated $20. Hey crew. The thing is, Vision is an android, John. With our shared love of the Transformers, that robots can't be killed, they can be repaired, etc. New body built, reformated. Have a good one, take care. Had to get there with new cap. Hashtag smash cancer. Hashtag smash cancer.
Yeah. Shout out to our brother Kevin Smith on his 6th round of chemotherapy. You fucking warrior. I love you.
And happy late birthday to him.
Yeah, and happy late birthday to him. You son of a bitch. Wait, where's the what were we talking about, Alex? What were you saying?
I just think that moment will be handled well in this last 2 episodes.
What gives you the belief that's going to be handled well? Remember his Latino wife? Where did she go? What gives you
I'm just looking at the people running the show. I have faith in them, and it's Marvel. Right. They know their fans. They know what what can be taken wrong, I guess.
Okay.
But I think this is also another favorite episode of mine. I didn't like last week's a lot, but I liked this one because it got back to the philosophical questions. It really nailed in one of the themes, means to an end, like all that. That's all present in every one of their storylines. I think their writing is great. And that, I think that's another reason why it'll be handled well.
Brett, did you watch it?
No, but I just figured out a cool thing. on Skype is that there's a little tiny window that you can move to be by your camera, so it looks like you're looking at people. So there's that. There's that.
Yeah, I should do that.
Shout out. Malcolm, thoughts on this? Did you have a chance to watch this episode?
I did not. I have not seen any of it yet. I'm going to watch it once it's all out and watch them all.
Oh, you haven't seen any of it? Okay. Right,
I haven't seen any of it yet.
Okay.
I'm with Malcolm. At this point, I'm doing
like
the binge. You know.
Yeah, I really, with a show like this, 6 episodes, I would love to do a binge. I am keeping up with it week to week to keep up with these conversations.
Yeah.
But I could easily binge this one. WandaVision was one because of the theories and the speculation.
Yeah.
I just feel like there was a lot more there to discuss in terms of that. So I think this one's a good binger.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
I definitely can see that. I think it was shot more like a movie.
Yeah.
But I do think in terms of business wise, I don't see Marvel or Star Wars or any major network doing weekly. I'm not doing weekly episodes just because of the amount of discussion it causes. And each week they have the opportunity to bring in new viewers by that discussion. So I think just money wise, we're never going to see a binge. Not never, but I don't think it's very likely that would see binge.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is, here's what I'll say overall. I thought the John Walker stuff was great. And it made me miss, or it made me think about what the showrunner said that they had cut, like right before they were about to start, they had to cut from 10 episodes down to 6. I think there was a lot more here with Wyatt Russell, a lot more here with his partner Battlestar, a lot more that could, like those conversations, we probably would have gotten more of those conversations. And I think that would have led to me feeling that the moment was more earned that I'm talking about. But overall, I thought what they were doing with John Walker was really great. Loved the conversation we get. I loved how Anthony Mackie is just really owning this show subtly, episode by episode. Everyone else is getting a chance to fly around and do all this crazy shit. But Mackie is the heart and soul of this series, and you're watching him grow more and more. And his tactics, why he is, in essence, the right person to carry that shield. And we'll see very soon how that all plays out over the next 2 episodes. Steph, you were going to say something?
Yeah, I agree completely. I think what it's doing is reintroducing his Sam to you.
Yep.
And you start the show wondering, is it Bucky? Is it Sam? And we know, at least me, I feel like I'm a little bit more familiar with Bucky, especially with the relationship with Rogers in general. But I think throughout each episode, you're getting to know Sam's character, and you're getting to fall in love with him and see all the different shades of him in a way that leads you to the idea that, oh no, I'm thinking, it was the first time I thought, this is my new Cap. This episode, that's my Cap, 100%. I think that they just are doing such a good job of showing each person's mindset and how they're coming to make their decisions, and how villains are not always villains in their brain, and how nuanced thinking can be to lead people to make the decisions that they make.
Yeah. And in the end, that's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. Because everyone else is breaking rules. Everyone else is, turning on their previous versions of themselves. Everyone else is hiding stuff from each other. But Sam has been the constant throughout, and it's been great to see him always going towards the right way to do things. And there's one quick exchange with Sam and when Captain America is mentioned that they flash to Anthony Mackie, and I think that's kind of yet another seed they're throwing in to kind of show you why he's the right person. But I can't believe we're 2 episodes away from this being over. It's kind of maddening and crazy to think about. So, all right. Well, let us know what you thought.
Black Hawk donated $20. Honestly, I'm kind of shook. Steve Roger never let his anger overtake him. Sam will understand why he needs to be the new Captain America.
Yep. Yeah, and that follows, well, I'm not going to reveal anything, but that follows what we see in the comics from certain characters. So anyway, as I said, please, thank you so much for, if they could clip this out, thanks for watching this video. Remember to like and subscribe as well to this Schmodown Entertainment Network. Leave a comment down below and share it on your social media. Brent, if I wanted to watch this show overseas, how would I do that from here in the States?
Well, you could use ExpressVPN, but you could also use it to protect your privacy.
Oh, yeah, I want to protect my privacy.
So a few decades ago, private citizens used to be largely that, private. So what's changed? The internet. Think about everything you've ever browsed, searched, watched, tweeted. Oh, brother. Now imagine that data being crawled through, collected, aggregated by third parties into a permanent public record. Your record. Having your private life exposed to others to see was once only something celebrities had to worry about. But in the era where everyone is online, everyone is a public figure. So to keep your data private when you go online, turn to ExpressVPN. Did you know that hundreds of data brokers are out there whose sole business is to buy and sell your data? The worst part about it, they don't have to tell you who they're selling it to, and they don't have to get your consent. One of these data points is your IP address. Data harvesters use your IP address uniquely to identify you and your location. That's scary, man. But with ExpressVPN, my connection gets rerouted through an encrypted server, and my IP address is masked like a masked superhero, right? Every time I turn to ExpressVPN, I'm given a random IP address shared by other ExpressVPN customers, and that makes it more difficult for third parties to identify me and harvest my data. Here's the best part about ExpressVPN. It's easy to use. Even I can figure it out. No matter what device you're on, phone, laptop, smart TV, all you have to do is tap one button and get protected. Stop telling us about it and tell us how we get it, Brett. I'm going to do it, head voiced in my head. Listen, like me, if you believe in your data as your business, secure yourself with the #1 rated VPN on market. It's ExpressVPN. Go to expressvpn.com/SEN and get 3 extra months for free. That's expressvpn.com/SEN and get 3 extra months for free. One more time for the people in the back. expressvpn.com/SEN. Go do it now.
Nice. Well done, Brett. Dun, dun, dun,
Go, Brett.
The
I
more
ran
you
Steph
know.
out of the room. She went to go get it. She went to go get it.
Alex, okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the 11 o'clock hour, and we've barely still only broke. Well, what are we at right now, Alex? Can you tell me? Or can you private chat me?
We are at, give me a second, whopping 285.
All right, so we're almost at $300. We're $500 away, but $300 away from Steph and Sabrina taking a shot or two, and then $800 away from Brett twerking on the bed. So please, for God's sake, $600 away. Come on, people, send your money in, send your donations, send your Streamlabs. What do you want to talk about today? Yeah. These are the goals we set, but also, what do you feel like? Where are you going? Where are you at in life? You want some advice? We got advice for you. Send in your Streamlabs supersets, Schmobots. Get us over those goals, for God's sakes. Let's start the weekend in a positive place. And of course, we got Schmodown stuff today as well. Alex, what have we got?
Heck yeah, we do. Actually, we do have our Mark Hoyt, Griffin Newman match dropping today, actually. I'm not sure what time. I don't know what the heck happened. Roka, can you give us some insight on that? Do you have any insight? Is it the Schmominati that delayed it from yesterday?
No.
What's going on?
It's the bias, the continued bias towards the FinSock exchange from the Schmodown. No surprise. They don't believe we can do it, so now they're stopping our matches coming on the air. It's ridiculous what we have to endure as a faction, but
Y'all
we
just
power
love to make everything about yourselves.
That's right, because everything is about ourselves.
Oh, Jesus.
I know.
So,
we all missed those 7-minute Brandon Hanna videos. Go ahead. Yes, go ahead, Alex.
That's not even a burn to me, though. I make fun of him for that, too.
Do you? Oh, good. Good. Thank God. That means you're smart. No, but we know it was true. That's true. No, I don't know what's happening, to be honest with you. I'm sure there were some technical issues behind the scenes, but it's going to be up, and it's supposed to. I've heard it's a fantastic match. So please, for those of you who love Griffin Newman and you know all the work he's done outside the Schmodown, it's fun to have him be, our #1 guy in the faction. Well, #1 pick in the faction. Everybody knows the Outlaws, but like with his #1 pick in the faction, and it's going to be exciting to see what he can do in this match. No slouch. Mark Andrew Hoyk knows a lot about a lot. The gentleman hosted a show about stuff like this, so it's going to be an interesting match. And then tonight, right, we've got 2 matches tonight. Is that correct, Alex Marzonia?
First off, we got Star Wars match dropping at 2:00.
Oh,
Eric Whiteley versus John Hoy. And then tonight we have the pay-per-view, the Throwdown. We have Stacey Howard versus Kevin Smith. Woo! And then in the main event, we have Adam Collins versus Dan Murrell. Their second time facing off for the singles title. Roka's excited.
I am very excited. I've been calling Dan winning this match since the beginning when it was first announced. You don't beat Dan Murrell without him getting even more motivated to beat you. Trust me, I know that from my loss to him in the triple threat match after I beat him for the belt. He's very motivated, having been his partner for over a year. I know how angry he gets when he loses. You should have seen we were like 2 caged lions in Orlando before they let us out on the stage against corruption. So it is fantastic that he's going to get another shot at Collins. And you know what? Collins has been riding a little too hot, a little too cocky. Little too thinking that he can't, his crap don't smell. Well, Dan Murrell is coming tonight to show him what the hell is up, and I expect this match to go all the way to the end, to the final question. These two guys are very, very knowledgeable about film, and I expect Dan Murrell. That's my prediction, to win this thing and keep the belt warm for me for when I come for him once and for all. Yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys have any predictions for tonight? Thoughts?
I'm excited about the Star Wars match. I always think Star Wars is so fun to watch because to be in the Star Wars League, you have to be a super freak Star Wars genius and you can't miss any. So I always think that those are really fun matches that go round to round, head to head. So I'm looking forward to that.
All right. Sabrina, what do you got?
Yeah, especially because these are 2 rookies. So it's exciting to see kind of where they stand. Obviously, a lot of rookies have come in so far and just absolutely nailed it. Not even missing a question, going perfect. That's kind of what you need. Well, yeah. Calm down, Roka. That's kind of what you need when you're going into Star Wars because that division is so stacked. There's so much talent. So that's going to be an exciting one. Obviously, I'm going for Kevin Smith, Quirky Merc himself. Going for him, and I am rooting for Adam Collins for this one. Wow. I've been one of those people where I constantly talk about how nobody's perfect. He's going to slip up at some point.
Sure.
I just don't think that's going to be tonight. I think he has been on his A game for so long. It will be surprising to see him, but I always love seeing Dan back at it because he's the greatest. He's the GOAT. You too, Roka. You too,
Shared
Roka.
GOAT. Shared. It's a co-main event GOAT.
Shared GOAT status.
Yes. Co-parenting. You guys have shared custody of the GOAT status. Okay.
Coat? The coat of the goat. The goat.
Yeah, the goat.
Co-goats? Co-goats? All right, I like it.
You guys are co-goats.
Yeah, I'm the dad. Get it! Score the goal! And Dan's the mom. No, honey, talk to him a little more relaxed. All right. Anyway.
No, with the way I was brought up, you're like my mom.
Oh,
Dan's like my dad. My mom would be like, honey, get up on that stage, do your thing, like show them what you got. And my dad would be like, good job.
Yeah.
That's a fair point, actually. Latino moms don't play. Alex, what about you? What do you got tonight? What are you feeling? I know you've got Griffin Newman love. Like you texted me yesterday, going crazy that the match didn't drop. So
yeah, I was refreshing so much. I was ready to go downtown, Griffin Nooms. But I guess we're getting that today. We're going downtown today. Star Wars match. I'll be interested to see whoever wins. I'll go Eric Whiteley just to support the Quirky Mercs because we've got one on the show today.
Yeah.
And I think for the throwdown, I'm gonna go with Stacey and Adam.
Wow. All right. Kevin Smith. What do you think, Sheridan? Do you think Kevin Smith's got what it takes for Stacey Howard?
I don't think I can't believe Smith showed up after that neck and neck battle with Flirt and Flouse. I mean, that was down to what? I mean, there was only like a 20-point spread on that. She's got a tough battle that was already. No, I don't know. That one's. I think Jericho was a good match, and Flirt and Flouse, of course, expert at trivia, but I don't know. I think Stacey's going to give him a run for his money, and that's just not because my friend Flirt and Flouse is still bitter about his defeat.
Yeah, I don't know. I never doubt Stacey. I mean, Stacey always pulls out these these wins out of nowhere and these questions and answers. So you got to give her all kinds of credit. And I think Kevin Smith now is kind of stepping up a little bit in competition. So we'll see if he can handle the heat against sassy Stacey Howard. We shall see. But that's tonight. So if you're a patron, you can do it at patreon.com/schmodown. $10 and above gets you all these pay-per-views for free, all the matches. You get to watch them all. We're dropping so many matches. You get to get them ahead of people who aren't patrons. So you get to talk about it with people ahead of time, who know. And if you want to just order the pay-per-view, I think it's $5.99 tonight for both matches for you to watch it for a one-off. So there we go. The price of a Starbucks coffee on a Tuesday. All right, where are we off to now, Alex?
Let's talk something that broke while we were talking here. Paramount's moving some movies around, I think, in response to in response to the Godzilla vs. Kong box office. We're getting Top Gun Maverick. It's now moving from July to November. Mission Impossible 7 is moving from November to Memorial Day weekend 2022. And Mission Impossible 8 will be moving from November 2022 to July 7, 2023.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So we got some Tom Cruise moves.
I
What do you
thought
think?
you were going to move stuff up. You're moving stuff back.
Yeah.
Fucking pissed. Man.
Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick. I'll be dead before that thing comes out. Sabrina, what was your reaction? You had a strong reaction. Sabrina, what happened there?
Because I just feel like at this point, when Alex said, like, in response to Godzilla versus Kong, I thought people were going to, like, exactly what you said, start moving it up a little bit because obviously it wasn't numbers pre-pandemic, but it was really great considering what we've seen so far in the last, like, a year plus now. It's insane. It's going to be crazy to see kind of this transition back into getting new blockbusters because people are afraid because of what happened with Tenet or what happened with all these other films where they're playing in theaters for so long and they're not making like any of their money. And I do understand the concern with having like lower capacity, having to worry about that and kind of make up for that in the box office. But to move it back this far, even to like have a film announced 2023, it's like, just get this out already. I understand that we have a saturated next 2 years with so many films that were slated for the past year and this year. But just get these out. Get these out. Make a deal with some streaming service. Do a day and date release, like the same type of thing, or exactly what Netflix did with Sony, which is after its theatrical run, get paid money, make up that margin somehow. But don't just keep delaying your release. You're not going to see that money. The hype is just going to go down, and it's going to do nothing but hurt.
Yeah, agreed. Steph, reactions to these films being moved? Tom Cruise moving these films, I guess.
I just think there is no reason why Knives Out should be going to a streaming service, the second and third, and we're getting 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in theaters of Mission Impossible. I just think we've gotten those films in theater. I know that the franchise has a huge fan base. I don't necessarily fall under that at all. So I know I'm not speaking from a place of that, but I do think that it is a movie that could really benefit from going straight to streaming. I think people could get really excited about that. I think I would be 10 times more likely to watch it on the streaming service and be kind of excited about it as opposed to watching it in theater, because I don't think I would watch these in theaters. And I think that it like just pushes. That is, I mean, we're talking years to push back things. That's a long time. So I'm wondering what they're looking at and the cost benefit of it, because I do know that Kong did really well for being streaming and select theater release. And I think that's why we saw Black Widow follow in that. That made sense to me. I think that's a really smart move for Black Widow.
Yeah. Brett, are you upset that we're not getting the Top Gun Maverick till November now?
I don't know. This is that typical thing. Things just keep going and going and going. You know, the only thing I'll be disappointed in is that the new Mission Impossible isn't called Straight Mish. That's where
Straight what?
Mish. it's a call.
Oh my God, Straight Mish. Straight fire, Brett.
So straight Mission Possible.
Yeah,
Brett Sheridan is back.
Filmed in space. Listen, it's just like this is the same thing. They just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and it's just I don't know. It makes me less and less excited about things, but I get it. But just don't I don't know. It's kind of like if we're not married by the time we're both 40, we'll get married. We're best friends. I don't know. Maybe that's a bad example. I'm just tired of being teased. Tired of being teased.
I get it. Don't tickle me down there. All right, where do we go next, Alex?
Well, I was gonna say that it sucks. I was gonna say in saying that it's in response to Kong versus Godzilla that it's Godzilla versus Kong. I know, internet. Don't drag me. It was in response to that because now I think they are more encouraged that more people are going back to theaters, so they should wait longer. I think it was a more positive thing for me, but I get it. They also moved Snake Eyes, the G.I. Joe spinoff, to July 23, moving it up. And then also another movie they had, The Tomorrow War, is actually just going straight to Amazon, which is Chris Pratt sci-fi movie. So they had some moves there as well.
Okay. All right.
So that's all the news for there.
All right. What do we got next, man? What's
all
next?
right? Let's jump to
story with my wife in. So that's the story.
That's what happened.
What I did on the show. So I'll let you get back to work. You just click your AirPod again and listen to whatever podcast you're listening. Isn't mine.
All right, let's get to super chats from yesterday because we did not hit them all.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, folks. Yesterday, Ben Bateman was on, so some of these will be addressed to him, so I apologize for that.
Okay.
But first, we got Jamin John. Yeah, there you go. Jamin John is asking.
I'll answer for him.
All right. Jamin John is asking most underrated Travolta and Cage films between Blowout, Urban Cowboy, Red Rock West, and Wild at Heart. What do you think is the most underrated?
I say Wild at Heart.
Yeah.
That's one that I just still really, really love. So I think that's super underrated.
I agree with that. What are the other ones?
Blowout, Urban Cowboy, Red Rock West.
No. Yeah, I think I agree. I think Wild at Heart, people don't talk about that film enough. I'm not the biggest David Lynch fan, but I like that movie. So for sure. What do you guys think, Steph or Brett?
Yeah, I'm with you, Roka. I do like that movie, but I haven't really explored the depth of his films.
Fair. Sheridan?
I'll go Wild at Heart because I heard of it.
Yeah.
I think I saw it. I'm looking it up now.
The one I saw, yeah. I liked it a lot.
Doesn't that work against it being underrated if you heard of it? I don't know.
Oh, wait, yeah. So what's the Blowout?
Blowout. There you go.
Brazilian Blowout. That was a strange movie, just all about getting a Brazilian blowout for 2 hours. But
throw a lot of ass with the Brazilian blowout. Alex, what's your thoughts, Al? Whoa!
All right.
Is that Malcolm? What are you doing, Malcolm? Are we boring you? You putting on some music, Malcolm?
No, that was.
I'll ignore that.
Yesterday, the ending music just started playing, and we're like, oh, I guess we're done.
So every day this week, I have had to end the stream just by breaking it. So I think I've got a plan today where I won't have to break the stream to get it to stop.
You're gonna seduce the stream with that music, aren't you?
That's right. I'm already working on it.
Malcolm wants you to end the stream right now, baby. All right. What's the next one, Alex?
Jamin John also asks, better career peak, Swayze in early 90s versus Crow in early 2000s.
I'm always going to go Swayze over Crow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, Crow won an Oscar in that peak, so that kind of puts him over the line for me. And yes, he did throw phones at people, so that kind of pulls a little bit back for me. But yeah, I think it's a tie, to be honest with you. But yeah, fair point. All right, Alex.
TJ Lang.
Brett, you think Swayze? Brett?
I like Swayze. So is that the thing? Which one do you like more?
I think so.
Yeah, basically.
So pretty much, yeah.
Welcome to
I'm
awards.
I'm just throwing bricks today.
Yeah. No,
Just
you're nailing them.
Boom.
Genius.
Conversation killer.
Never. Not
Throwing
possible.
bricks, but then with a few more donations, you'll be throwing ass.
Hey.
Hey, Alex, what do we got?
All right, TJ Langlois, 1989. Says, for the audio listeners, Ben Bateman is here and he forgot his eyebrows on his other more successful podcast. No, I'm kidding. He doesn't have a more successful podcast. Love you, Ben. Suck it, Winston. All right, I'll make sure to forward that to them. Thank you. Email that.
Per my last email.
Yes. Red Panda says that Ben theme
He's
song
right.
reminds
I don't have a successful podcast. All right, go ahead.
Red Panda says that Ben theme song reminds me of old school old school Rat. Some Way Cool Jr. RATT.
Oh.
TJ Langlois, 1989, asks, hey, Christian, with vaccines now being more and more common, what is the likelihood and ETA on being back in studio for SEN and the MTS? I think he started to address that yesterday, but we didn't actually address it. But I hopefully soon we can get back.
It might be the end of my hosting the show, possibly, because I don't see myself driving up 2.5 hours to host the show and back.
What?
We shall see. We shall see.
All right, let's get back to in studio faster, guys.
Yeah. Alex.
The shade.
That's all right, Alex. One time I nibbled his ears. I've never heard the end of it. All right. What's next stream, brother?
From Streamlabs from today, Jesse Swift says, anyone remember the Whitest Kids You Know skit? Listen to the woman, John, just calm down. So, like, calm down, John.
I remember this group. I don't know if I remember that.
I don't know.
Sketch.
And who the fuck is Jesse Swift? Why don't you win a match and then I'll listen to you? All right, what's next? What's next?
Andy Bergdorf
That's my faction mate you're talking about. Fall back, Roka. Fall back. Come on.
Fall back, son. Fall back.
Fall back.
I need to re-plug in my mic. BRB.
All right.
Rib. Andy Bergdorf says, can we please address Grace's failure to get the match up on time?
No, I'm not going to talk about the commissioner. She has been very supportive of the Finn Stock Exchange, from what I understand. So it wasn't her fault. I'm sure she made every effort to put that match up. And the powers that be maybe pull some plugs before that match could come up, So
50 Shades of Heat donated $20. Hey everyone.
Thank you for the
I don't usually like to be the guy that says I told you so, but guess what? I just watched Godzilla vs. Kong and my boy Godzi beat that fat ape just like I said. Sorry Sabrina, but the king is still the king. Hey Steph.
Yikes.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I mean,
all right.
It's
All
not,
right.
but now he just caught him on a bad day. He didn't lose,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
Yeah.
I love the behind the scenes Steph plugging in the mic.
Wait, did we say Kong lost?
That's what he's
Yeah,
saying.
somebody said Kong lost.
Yeah. I
What?
didn't see it.
I didn't see that.
Me and you both were like, what?
I saw personality. I saw him saving. Oh my gosh! 1 second, you guys.
I love it. Steph, this is the best.
Right now.
Oh,
Let me just.
please stop. A closer step. Oh.
Steph, this is like I think isn't this the video for Hotline Bling? This feels like the video for Hotline Bling. This looks like the same. I like when the Hotline Bling.
This is who I'm gonna
She's
go
a bigger
dancing
star
at a
than
wedding
all of you.
with, honey. Total. She's just a friend, man.
She's just a call girl. She's just a call girl. Okay.
There you go.
It looks like you're doing a self-tape audition. Like
Yeah.
You're setting up the camera.
Hey,
and you're
I'm
getting
Steph Sabra reading for the part of lonely girl. One less lonely girl.
My hands, profile.
Oh God, the hands showing thing. Oh.
Yeah, there's the profile.
Yeah.
That's how you got to throw up the hands too. Like, fuck you. All right, where are we at, Alex?
All right, Lil Mac 12 says, "Hey guys, I'm curious if you have checked out the trailer for the upcoming Netflix series Shadow and Bone. The cast is stacked, the visuals are stunning, and the story looks really cool. I don't think it's getting the buzz it deserves. Thoughts?
No, I haven't seen the trailer. Have you guys seen the trailer of Shadow and Bone? No?
No.
All right. Sorry, bud. We'll take a look at it at some point, I'm sure.
I guess it's not getting the credit it deserves.
Brett, they just dropped a new documentary about the art theft in Boston in 1990. We watched the first 2 episodes last night. It's on Netflix. Can't recommend it enough, bro. Can't recommend it. Because you work at an art gallery. So
we're starting breeders this weekend.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah.
Do it. Whoa!
Oh, what is happening today?
This one's not my fault, everybody.
Malcolm! My house, Malcolm. Jeez.
Malcolm's like hitting buttons just to fuck with her the whole time.
Come on. This ain't right.
All right, Alex.
Wait, do you have 2 ring lights? Because I'm totes jelly.
I'm not here to get judged. All they can see is a sliver of what's happening. Do not open the curtains.
She's got like 7 ring lights. They're all different
I'm
colors.
a narcissistic bitch.
Get the lighting right. All right, Alex. Let's keep going.
Dildo Baggins says, "Hey people, Roka, have you read screenwriter Eric Roth's comments on Marty's next film? I think it's on Collider. He said that Marty wants to make it big because it'll probably be the last big Western that will ever be produced. Are you all excited for this? Kate's not.
Marty's so wrong. So is Eric Roth. So I don't think it's going to be. And, if Jeff Snyder doesn't write it, I don't usually read it on Collider. All right, next. What's the next thing, Alex? Go ahead.
Inappropriate Gay Dude says, hey, happy Friday, y'all. Roka is the best way to start the weekend. I read that People article about Joss Whedon, and I can't believe that things he's getting away with and other people in power. Do you think Hollywood is actually on a path to real change?
Well, we shall see. I mean, the Hollywood Reporter broke that story, or not broke, but wrote that story on Scott Rudin, which dropped earlier this week. And if you haven't read that one,
Wendy Williams Bubblefuck donated $20. Rest in peace, DMX. Favorite DMX movie or scene? Mine's is his scene in Top 5 in Jail singing. Brett, love you, homie. Keep.
I will keep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're at 11:25. We're only at $330. Do you not want to see Steph Sabra and Sabrina Ramirez take a drink, take a couple drinks here? We get a little more conversation. The walls come down when the drinks start happening. More honest opinions come out. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, get us to $600 as soon as possible here so you can enjoy it during the last half an hour. And if we get to $800, we get Brett Sheridan twerking on the actual bed right behind him. Come on.
Maybe that's what's keeping the donations.
All right,
that PH music, Malcolm had that ready. I'm like, I don't know if I should say it or not. He had that ready for Brett twerking, so it's perfect.
Come on, if 3 of you send in $100, we're there. Come on, people, it's Friday. Feel frisky. Send in. Donate. Come on, Streamlabs Super Chat Robots. Let's keep going, Alex. What do we got next?
Did you want to finish your comments about Scott Rudin, or you want?
Yeah. So, I mean, if you haven't read that article dropped earlier this week, I would like these. It's funny though. I mean, because it's the same people who were like crowing about Scott Rudin in the past and doing cover stories about him. Now all of a sudden they're singling him out. They're calling him out because it's safe to do so. I encourage all these publications though to keep doing that, calling out these people, keep highlighting these producers, and hopefully real change starts to happen in this town all around. And people and talent starts to feel a little more agency, not just at the top. So many actors go, you just got to do whatever they tell you or else you lose the job. That's got to stop too. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Alex.
All right, from Demyth ASAP. Hey, did you guys see that video of Mrs. World snatching the crown from a beauty pageant winner? That felt like a scene right out from a Sandra Bullock movie.
What?
No, but I would love to. I love that kind of drama.
Wow.
Crown drama, give it to me. No consequence drama, I love.
All right, let's keep going.
Alan Smithy says, I think Phoebe Waller-Bridge should play Bellick's granddaughter, who follows in her grandfather's footsteps to become an evil archaeologist. Should she do a French accent? Will her head explode at the end of the movie? She'd be a great villain.
Belloq's granddaughter. I guess that could work. I guess. Maybe. All right. What do you get? Any thoughts on that one, guys? No?
I kind of want to see her be her own person, not from like a lineage. I'm kind of over when we're working with like franchises and everything's like this person is this person's niece or whatever. I kind of want to see her just come into her own and have some like really interesting backstory besides being tied to somebody else.
Good point.
But it works so well with Shia. Right? I mean, why would you?
Hashtag mutt. Hashtag mutt.
Oh. Yeah, I would love to see her in her own role too. Then you're not as defined to the character that people won't be projecting what they think the character should or shouldn't do. It's their own character to watch unfold.
Yeah,
that's a good point. All right, Alex, what do we got?
All right, next one is from Inappropriate Gay Dude. Sabrina and Steph, who's the king of Daddy Island? Stanley Tucci, Patrick Stewart, Idris Elba.
Ooh.
It's Idris Elba. I just saw him as a cowboy. Are you kidding?
Honestly, I really just love that list in general. I would say Idris, but I would also add Oscar Isaac onto it.
You think he's on a Zaddy list already, though?
He's on. Yeah. Did you see like the salt and pepper with the curls? I take one look and I'm like, that's Zaddy. That's it. That's the definition.
Silver fox hairs.
He has it.
Zaddy.
He has it with the curls and everything too. I'll send you a picture.
Okay.
We're on the same page. I know what you like.
Yeah.
Where's Tyke on this?
Yes.
Is he on Zaddy? Is he a Zunkel or is he a Zaddy? What is this?
Tyke is like right. He's on his way to Zaddy Island.
Yeah.
But who did the biggest Zaddy of all? How am I forgetting his name?
Ooh.
He's
Clooney?
in like Jurassic Park. He's in Thor.
Sam Neill? Neill?
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
Oh. He's Zaddy. That's like another level. That's like something that nobody else on this list can even capture because it's different. Not to say it's even better, but like he brings a specific energy that is like just so welcoming, warm, friendly, but so hot at the same time. So yeah. He's for sure on Zaddy list.
I think they're grand Zaddies if you ask me, because I mean, like, I'm a little old, right?
Well, that's why I said Daddy and then Zaddy. So Daddy is still in like, I think till 50 maybe, and then past 50 you're Zaddy age.
Oh, okay.
But every now and then, if you have enough Silver Fox going, you've graduated early. You're ahead of your class.
As you can tell from the no gray hair, I'm still
Daddy.
Still a kitty, a catty.
You could tell by my daughter's laugh when I said I was a Zaddy in the car that I'm not.
No, humor will get you everywhere, and a cute face, Brett. It's a killer combo.
It's true. Brett's got a cute
She was
face.
like, I think you're Zaddy.
I never say this about children, Brett. I love your kid. Like, she is exactly what I hope in a child if I ever have one.
Thank you. I went to pop out to get water. She goes, "Are you still live? Should I pop in?" Or
yes.
Oh my God, yes.
She goes, "I'll just say that, like, you know, I lost a bunch of weight and changed genders." I'm like, cool. That was a.
That won't be problematic. Come on in.
It's like the least problematic thing on the show.
She figured out the show that quick. Damn.
Yeah.
All right, let's just keep going.
Well, we're kind of short on Streamlabs, so make sure you donate them in. Speaking of Zaddies, I had a story in that I sent to everybody today. Paul Dano is going to play Steven Spielberg's dad in the Steven Spielberg biopic of a young Steven Spielberg. Where do you put Paul Dano on the Zaddy status? Has he reached it yet? Is he still a little too young? He is playing a dad, so does that qualify him?
I would call him like a little laddie still. Like, I think give it like a few years and then he could be on daddy level. And I love him and Zoe Kazan, but No.
This Paul Dano I appreciate, but I don't think going to ever fall into the daddy zaddy or grand zaddy category. Just by the aura he serves, very much, Bill Gates aging wise. Like, Sabrina.
You're like, I'm not gonna lie. I just
very
don't
much
see him
Microsoft
ever.
chip me.
So he's a natty.
Yeah. He's a cousin.
I like it. All right. Some news just broke here, Alex. I'm looking at it from Deadline. Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins is now moving up to the summer. Did you? From October 22nd to now July 23rd. Alex, do you know that Top Gun Maverick's been moved to November?
Tell me more about it.
Also, breaking news. I hate you. All right, what's the next thing that we're going on?
That's not
tickle my ears.
No, that.
All right. Let's get back to some Streamlabs. Evil John Madden says, Roka, you would appreciate this.
Yeah.
I was moved and found an autograph I got about 20 years ago at an air show. I met Colonel Paul Tibbets. He was amazing. A young person tried to shame him for dropping the bomb, but he shut him down so quickly. Great man.
Young people, they always think they know what the fuck's going on in the world. You got no idea. Move out of your mom's basement, then come talk to me. All right, keep going.
All right. Next one from 50 Shades of Geek. Sorry, guys. The movie came out 2 weeks ago, and I assumed you've seen it by now. But still, go Godzilla! The one true king of the monsters.
I'll forget 50 Shades. Don't worry. That's like I got a goldfish brain. It's.
All right.
All right, Trouser Snake Jay Concho says, you both are looking absolutely beautiful and sexy today. Hashtag weighing in my hand. I'm talking to you, Brett and Roka.
Thank you.
Question for each of you.
That was going to be inappropriate if you didn't say it about us.
Yeah. That's why I had to say it fast like that. Good thing I screened that. Sure. Question for each of you. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I can see Brett with a TV show or with his own male escort company called Bretts and Buns.
Either way. Why not both?
Sure. Let's do it. I don't know.
I'll still be trying to win the title. No, I'll be dead in 5 years probably.
Roka.
Gotta go young. They'll appreciate you if you go young.
Yeah.
Oh my
Live
God.
fast, die young, leave a beautiful corpse.
That's right.
Say,
Fast, die young, bad girls do it well. That's Roka right now.
And I'm gonna make it a requirement that everyone has to wear a Guy Fawkes mask to the funeral. That's the requirement there.
Roka.
Oh.
To my heart, but don't say that. When you're 99, I'll be Vendetta. I'll wear the suit. I'll get the fake wig with the dried hair. I got you. You know I love Guy Fawkes. I have a V for Vendetta tattoo.
I love it. I love it. I'll be like De Niro in Irishman, just sitting around all alone in the fucking old man. I don't want to end up like that. The old Schmodown home. I don't want to end up in the old Schmodown home. All right.
I'll be coming in my wheelchair.
Merle, one more time, Merle. Merle, one more time.
Sabrina, pass the Jello.
Where's the Jello, Sabrina?
I'm like, yeah, I put some vodka in it though. Stuff.
Yeah, Sabrina and I will be wasted at the home. You best believe.
Should be a whole series. Should be a whole series, man. Showdown home. All right, Alex, what do we got?
All right, last one for now. 50 Shades of Geek. So is it too early to say Paul Daddy?
Yes.
Paul. Like Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd is a daddy, right? He's a daddy.
Yeah,
I
guess Paul.
Yeah,
Daddy.
Or
I think
was
that
that
was
a
in
Paul Dano?
That was a Paul Dano.
Why would Dano qualify? I don't know.
He's
I don't know
I think he's actually a dad, but that doesn't qualify though.
It doesn't.
Does he have children? Yes, to answer your question.
Okay. All right.
Actually, I don't know.
He does.
Where's Denzel on this list? Is Denzel a zaddy? Daddy? He's kind of above it, isn't he? Denzel's like on his own.
Been a zaddy.
Yeah. Like Denzel is
yeah.
like an own adjective now for hotness. You're like, oh, you're Denzel hot, and then you're really doing something.
My man. All right. No more Streamlabs super chats.
No, but I have breaking news. G.I. Joe Snake Eyes has been moved.
No way!
Excited for this movie.
Unbelievable.
My most anticipated movie ever. Oh my gosh.
Snake
Fantastic.
Eyes? That's what I thought, Sabrina.
Yeah, Joe.
All right. I don't know what's going on. We're at 350. People don't want to donate today. I don't know what more I can say, ladies and gentlemen. We got 20 minutes left. Would really love to hit that 600 mark. Is it something I said? Is it something I did? Look at this incredible crew of people who've been entertaining you for an hour and 40 minutes so far. You don't want to show any love and appreciation? Come on, get us above that $600 mark at least. We'd love to get the $800 mark, but in the last 20 minutes, I don't want to push you too hard. But come in and donate and send us into the weekend in a positive place. And look at all the Schmodown goodness you're getting today. You know, one of the things that makes it happen are the donations that you give daily to the SEN Live crew. So send in what you can, please. We'd appreciate it. Any other news stories we didn't get to, Alex?
Sorry, Alex. Alex Marzonia, Brett and Kate's Playdate, 1 p.m. PT today. Yes. It's super. Alex sent us a hilarious group text of like, just send me the run of the show so I can be prepared. Like, yeah, get ready. Not much to it.
Yay! That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm very excited to make my first appearance, so make sure you go check that out. Become a patron of the SEN Live.
Yeah.
And watch that today at 1 p.m.
And is there still no update on the other thing on the stereo show, Brett? No update yet.
No, I gotta redirect and get. I want to talk to you about that.
Okay.
See if we can maybe something, because I don't know if Christian has the time, and of course Ryan was my go-to, and Alex I think was doing it. You know, even though he had a lot of stuff, but was always just helping me out because he's a good guy.
Okay, there we go. I'm down. We know we can talk about it.
Yeah.
That hour always goes fast when I'm hanging out with you, bro. All right. Any more Streamlabs super chats, Alex? Is that it?
Let's see. 50 Shades of Geek says, I would gladly wear a Guy Fawkes mask at your funeral, Roka, but who are you kidding? You're going to outlive all of us, man. Not a lot of people know this, but Roka is actually the face of Bo. B-O-E.
Yeah, Roka, you have that Latino spirit. I don't think that will go.
It's true.
That shit is lit.
I'm going to bury all you motherfuckers. That's the shame. But,
yeah. You posted that picture of like my first acting gig. I'm like, what was that, yesterday?
The one with, the one with Armand Asante?
Yeah.
Years ago, yeah. Last time I acted, I walked out of my premiere of that movie. They premiered it at the 6th, what do they call the Grauman's Chinese? What is it called? What's it called now? The theater? I forget what it's called.
TCL Chinese Theater.
TCL, yeah. They premiered it halfway through the movie. I was there with my friend Mindy Robinson. We couldn't be more politically different, Mindy and I, but we always had a great time hanging out together. And I looked over and I said, I'm gonna get a drink, and I just walked out halfway through the movie, called an Uber, and went home.
Wow.
And my friend who's the director, Andre Gordon, he's a great friend of mine. He's down in Miami now directing stuff.
Black Hawk donated $20. You have Zaddy for older men. What do you call older women?
Hot.
Yeah.
We'll think of it. We'll think of something.
Yeah.
I call him every day.
Oh,
yeah.
Nope. Malcolm. Nope.
I feel like it's the thing about this is that like we're talking about the progression of men aging. I think women you come into your own right away and then you just age gracefully and nothing really changes. That's why it's like hard to have stages. Like obviously Cate Blanchett is in a different place as like, I don't know, Florence Pugh, but either way, it's just like women, you know?
Yeah.
Agreed.
And you're skating a thin line when you start if you start naming like, you know, I jokingly call my wife a woman of a certain age, and that's but she knows I'm kidding. But yeah, you can't, I mean, what a double standard though too. Like I'm not saying, I think it's totally okay for you to, and when calling us zaddies, or when that joke about having their wang in their hand, and it kind of sucks that like we can get that stuff and we actually take it as a compliment, but you get that stuff and it's disgusting, and that like I don't want to get on a whole thing, but
I agree. I think once we can hold men as a whole accountable for perpetrating violence against women on a deathly rate, then I can't wait for the day when someone's like, nice ass, and I'm like, thank you. But now I'm like, nice ass from a rando. I'm like, are you going to come and try to grab it? And I don't even fucking know. Like, it's so unpredictable, but I will say this, like, when it's my friends who compliment me, like, I do feel bad when some of my friends, like, they can't tell me I look pretty. I'm like, no, you can always tell me that. Like, it's different when you know someone.
Yeah.
True. Agreed. Say that to Alex all the time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a pretty little thing. All right.
Yeah.
Look how red he turns. I love how red he turns. All right.
What are you talking about? I'm just an avatar. I'm a little Navi avatar in the corner.
Oh, that's right. Forget we can't see you.
All right. Nick Bascom donates and says, "Great show today. You all are awesome. Hi, Brett."
Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. Much love.
Thank you. Joey Gonzalez says, "Anyone else enjoy the hashtag Zemo cut as much as I did?" Did you guys see that? It was an hour long.
Yeah.
And Dan made a good music video for one of my songs. I posted it on Twitter. Thanks to Dan for that.
Nice.
So appreciate that. Thank you, Daniel Bruhl. Mike Buxo donated and says, "R.I.P. DMX. Have a good day, everyone."
Yeah. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
And that's all for now. We still got 15 minutes, Roka.
We should do karaoke of who we be. We should do karaoke of who we be, man. You want my honest feeling?
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, what else are we talking about? No more news stories. All right. What do you guys want to talk about? What's on your minds?
Alex, did you see the snake eyes? And that was the third, and we're done.
Closing the book on all that.
All right, I got a White Claw, even though we didn't hit the mark yet.
Come on, people.
This episode is brought to you by Madewell. Ready to step up your denim game? The experts at Madewell use premium fabric and the latest denim technology to make super comfy, never want to take them off jeans in fits and styles for everyone. The kind of jeans you'll reach for again and again. Get $20 off your online jeans purchase by using code Spotify20 at Madewell.com. Terms apply. Please see Madewell.com/promos for full offer details.
Come on.
Let's get to that 600. Come on, people. We got 15 minutes left in the show. What's the deal here?
Yeah.
What's the deal here? What's the problem?
Ask us anything. Let's play that.
Which one?
Ask us anything. You can ask us anything.
AMA.
You have to answer.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
I have to get a drink set up.
Yeah.
Roka, have you watched anything lately? What's anything good?
I'm in the zone, man.
Oh,
I don't know who we be. That's right. The bullshit, the drama, the guns, the armor, the city, the farmer, the babies, the mama, the projects, the drugs, the children, the thugs, the tears, the hugs, the love, the slugs, the funerals, the wakes, the church, the coffins, the heartbroken mothers. It happens too often. The problems, the things we used to solve them. The Broncos, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Harlem, the hurt, the pain, the dirt, the rain, the jerk, the fame, the work, the game, the friends, the foes, the bends, the hoes, the studios, the shows, comes and it goes, the jealousy, the envy, the phony, the friendly, the one that gave him the slugs, the ones that put them in me, the snakes, the grass, too long to see, the lawnmower sitting right next to the tree. All right, that's it. I just had to get that out.